Imagine standing at the edge of a serene lotus pond, the gentle ripples reflecting a golden statue of Maitreya Buddha, his broad smile radiating boundless joy. In a world often clouded by stress, division, and endless striving, what if the secret to true happiness lies not in chasing fleeting desires, but in embracing a timeless wisdom? Today, I invite you on a transformative journey through the teachings of Maitreya Buddha, the Buddha of loving kindness, whose laughter echoes through centuries, guiding us toward a life of peace and fulfillment. As a historian and philosopher, immersed in the profound depths of Buddhist thought, I've spent decades exploring the sacred texts and meditative practices that illuminate the path to awakening. Maitreya, the future Buddha, is not just a figure of prophecy, but a living symbol of hope, compassion, and unshakable optimism. His teachings, rooted in the essence of the Dharma, offer 5 timeless lessons that can transform how we navigate life's challenges. These lessons are not abstract philosophies, but practical tools, forged in the fires of human experience, designed to help us find joy amidst sorrow, connection amidst isolation, and clarity amidst chaos. If you've ever felt weighed down by life's burdens or yearned for a deeper sense of purpose, Maitreya's wisdom is a beacon calling you home. Picture a life where your heart is light, your mind is clear, and every step you take is infused with kindness, not just for others, but for yourself. This is the promise of Maitreya's teachings. By embracing his lessons, you can cultivate a radiant inner peace that no external circumstance can shake. Whether you're new to Buddhism or a seasoned practitioner, these insights will resonate deeply, offering a roadmap to happiness that is both universal and profoundly personal. Stay with me as we uncover these treasures together. And if this journey speaks to your heart, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video to spread Maitreya's light to others. Your support through super thanks also helps us continue sharing these sacred teachings with the world. Let's dive into the first lesson now, and I encourage you to watch until the end to discover all 5 lessons that can reshape your life. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs a spark of joy today. In the gentle curve of Maitreya Buddha's smile lies a profound truth. Happiness is not a destination, but a way of being. As a historian of Buddhist philosophy, I've traced the origins of Maitreya's teachings through ancient Pali and Sanskrit texts. From the bustling monasteries of ancient India to the quiet meditation halls of modern Asia, Maitreya, whose name means loving kindness in Sanskrit, is revered as the Buddha of the future, destined to appear when the world is ready for a new era of awakening. Yet, his wisdom is not confined to some distant future. It is here, now, waiting for us to embrace it. His iconic image, with a round belly and a joyful expression, is more than a symbol of abundance. It is a reminder that true wealth lies in the heart's capacity for love, laughter, and letting go. Lesson 1. The power of boundless compassion. The first lesson Maitreya offers is the practice of metta, or loving kindness, a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy that transcends mere sentiment, to become a transformative force. Compassion, in Maitreya's teaching, is not selective. It does not stop at those we love or those who are kind to us. It extends to all beings, including those who challenge us, and most crucially, to ourselves. In the Maitreya Sutra, a lesser-known but deeply evocative text, the future Buddha is described as radiating a love so vast it envelops the cosmos, dissolving hatred and fear in its warmth. This is not a passive emotion, but an active choice, a commitment to see the inherent goodness in every soul, no matter how obscured by pain or ignorance. Consider a moment in your life when you felt wronged or hurt. Perhaps someone spoke harshly, or a loved one disappointed you. The natural response is to close your heart, to build walls of resentment. Yet Maitreya teaches us that true freedom lies in opening our hearts even wider. Compassion does not mean condoning harmful actions. It means recognizing the suffering that drives them and choosing to respond with kindness rather than anger. This practice begins with small, intentional steps, offering a smile to a stranger, listening deeply to a friend, or forgiving yourself for a past mistake. Over time, these acts ripple outward, creating a world where love becomes the default response. As a scholar, I've seen this principle at work in ancient Buddhist communities, where monks and lay people alike practiced metta meditation to heal divisions and foster harmony. In one story from the Jataka Tales, a precursor to Maitreya's legacy, a bodhisattva calms a warring village by sitting silently in meditation, radiating loving kindness until the villagers' hatred melted into understanding. This is not a myth but a blueprint for our lives. When we cultivate compassion, we become agents of peace, transforming not only our own hearts, but the world around us. To practice this, try a simple metta meditation inspired by Maitreya's teachings. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and visualize his smiling face. Begin by offering kindness to yourself. May I be happy. May I be at peace. Then extend this wish to someone you love, then to someone neutral, and finally to someone you find difficult. Feel the warmth of Maitreya's smile guiding you, reminding you that compassion is infinite. If this resonates with you, I invite you to like this video and share it with others who might benefit from this practice. Your support through Super Thanks also allows us to continue exploring these profound teachings together. Lesson 2. The Joy of Optimism. Maitreya's second lesson is the cultivation of uncheckable optimism, a quality embodied in his iconic laughter. In Buddhist iconography, Maitreya is often depicted with a broad, infectious smile, his eyes twinkling with delight. This is not naive cheerfulness, but a deep-rooted joy that arises from understanding the impermanent nature of suffering. In the Lotus Sutra, Maitreya is described as a teacher who brings light to even the darkest moments, reminding us that every challenge is temporary, and every moment holds the potential for renewal. Optimism, in this context, is not about ignoring pain or pretending all is well. It is about trusting in the inherent potential for growth and awakening in every situation. As a historian, I've studied how Buddhist communities in ancient China and Tibet drew on Maitreya's optimism during times of war and famine, using his image as a reminder that even in suffering, there is hope. This perspective is revolutionary. It empowers us to face life's difficulties with courage, knowing that each moment is a step toward greater wisdom. To embody this optimism, Maitreya invites us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. In my research, I've found that gratitude is a powerful tool for cultivating this mindset. Each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things that brought you joy: a kind word, a beautiful sunrise, or even the simple act of breathing. Over time, this practice rewires the mind to see possibility where it once saw despair. If Maitreya's laughter inspires you, consider subscribing to this channel and sharing this video to spread his joy. Your contributions through Super Thanks help us bring more of these insights to light. Picture yourself standing before a towering statue of Maitreya Buddha, his serene smile inviting you to release the burdens you've carried for too long. In a world that glorifies accumulation, more possessions, more achievements, more worries, what if the path to true happiness lies in letting go? Welcome back to our journey through the 5 timeless lessons of Maitreya Buddha, the embodiment of loving kindness and joy. If you felt inspired by the compassion and optimism we explored in Part 1, stay with me as we uncover 2 more treasures that can transform your life. As a historian and philosopher steeped in Buddhist teachings, I've traced Maitreya's wisdom through ancient texts like the Maitreya Buddha and the lived practices of Buddhist communities across Asia. Maitreya, the future Buddha, is not just a symbol of hope, but a guide who teaches us to live lightly, free from the chains of attachment and complexity. His lessons of simplicity and letting go are not about renouncing the world, but about embracing it with clarity and freedom. These principles, drawn from centuries of Buddhist thought, offer practical tools to navigate the chaos of modern life, helping us find peace in the present moment. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by expectations or trapped by your own desires, Maitreya's teachings are a gentle invitation to return to what truly matters. Imagine a life where your mind is uncluttered, your heart unburdened, and your days filled with purpose and ease. This is the gift of Maitreya's third and fourth lessons. By embracing simplicity and practicing letting go, you can cultivate a sense of inner spaciousness that allows joy to flourish. These teachings are not reserved for monks or mystics. They are for anyone seeking a deeper connection to themselves and the world. If this resonates with you, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread Maitreya's wisdom far and wide. Your support through Super Thanks helps us continue sharing these transformative insights with the world. Let's dive into the next 2 lessons now, and I encourage you to watch until the end to discover the full path to happiness Maitreya offers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who could use a moment of peace today. Lesson 3. The beauty of simplicity. Maitreya's third lesson is the art of simplicity, a principle that shines through his joyful demeanor and unadorned presence. In Buddhist iconography, Maitreya is often depicted with minimal adornments, his round belly and broad smile symbolizing a life free from the need for excess. This simplicity is not about deprivation, but about discernment, choosing what truly enriches our lives and releasing what does not. In my studies of ancient Buddhist texts, I've found references to Maitreya as a teacher who encourages his followers to live like the lotus, rooted in the mud yet rising clean and radiant above the water. This metaphor captures the essence of simplicity, finding beauty and contentment in the essentials. In our modern world, simplicity can feel revolutionary. We are bombarded with messages urging us to acquire more gadgets, more status, more distractions. Yet, as a historian, I've seen how Buddhist communities, from the forest monks of ancient Sri Lanka to the Zen practitioners of Japan, found profound joy in living simply. They understood that true wealth lies not in what we own, but in how fully we experience each moment. Maitreya's lesson invites us to declutter not just our physical spaces, but our minds and hearts, creating room for clarity and connection. To practice simplicity, start small. Choose one area of your life, your home, your schedule, or your thoughts, and ask, what can I release to create more space for joy? Perhaps it's letting go of a grudge, simplifying your daily routine, or donating possessions that no longer serve you. In my research, I've come across stories of lay Buddhists who, inspired by Maitreya's teachings, gave away excess belongings to their communities, finding that generosity brought them greater happiness than accumulation ever could. As you embrace simplicity, notice how your heart feels lighter, your mind clearer. If this lesson speaks to you, consider liking this video and sharing it with others who might find peace in simplicity. Your contributions through Super Thanks help us continue exploring these timeless truths. Lesson 4. The freedom of letting go. The fourth lesson Maitreya offers is the practice of letting go, a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy that unlocks true liberation. In the Anapanasati Sutta, a text that resonates with Maitreya's future teachings, the Buddha emphasizes releasing attachment to impermanent things, whether material possessions, fleeting emotions, or rigid beliefs. Maitreya, with his radiant laughter, embodies this freedom, showing us that letting go is not a loss, but a gateway to peace. His image, often surrounded by children or holding a simple cloth sack, reminds us that true contentment comes from releasing our grip on what we cannot control. Letting go is often misunderstood as passivity or resignation, but in Maitreya's teachings, it is an act of courage and trust. As a scholar, I've studied how Buddhist practitioners across history use this principle to navigate life's inevitable changes. In ancient India, monks inspired by Maitreya's prophecy would meditate on impermanence, visualizing their attachments dissolving like clouds in the sky. This practice allowed them to face loss, illness, and even death with equanimity, knowing that all things pass, yet the potential for awakening remains eternal. To embody this lesson, Maitreya invites us to reflect on what we cling to, perhaps a fear of failure, a need for approval, or a past regret. Try this meditative exercise. Sit quietly, envision Maitreya's joyful face, and imagine placing your attachments in his hands. As you release them, feel the weight lift from your heart, replaced by a sense of spacious freedom. In my own practice, I've found that letting go of small expectations, like the need for a perfect day, creates room for unexpected moments of grace. If this practice inspires you, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and share this video to help others find freedom in letting go. Your support through super thanks fuels our mission to share Maitreya's wisdom with the world. Envision yourself seated beneath the gentle gaze of Maitreya Buddha, his warm smile illuminating a path through the chaos of life. What if the key to true happiness lies not in changing the world around you, but in discovering the boundless freedom within? Welcome to the final chapter of our journey through the 5 timeless lessons of Maitreya Buddha, the embodiment of loving kindness and joy. If the lessons of compassion, optimism, simplicity, and letting go have stirred your heart, stay with me as we unveil the 5th lesson, a transformative practice that ties them all together, guiding you toward a life of unshakable peace. As a historian and philosopher who has delved into the ancient texts and living traditions of Buddhism, I've witnessed how Maitreya's teachings resonate across centuries, offering hope and clarity to those seeking meaning. Known as the future Buddha, Maitreya is more than a prophetic figure. He is a mirror reflecting our own potential for awakening. His final lesson, rooted in the core of Buddhist philosophy, invites us to cultivate inner freedom, a state of mind and heart that remains steady through life's highs and lows. This lesson is not a distant ideal, but a practical path, accessible to all who are willing to walk it. If you've ever longed to break free from the cycles of stress, doubt, or fear, Maitreya's wisdom offers a way forward. Imagine a life where you move through the world with a quiet confidence, unswayed by external pressures, anchored in a deep sense of purpose and peace. This is the promise of Maitreya's 5th lesson. By integrating all 5 lessons, compassion, optimism, simplicity, letting go, and inner freedom, you can craft a life that radiates joy and inspires others. This journey is personal yet universal, inviting you to align with your deepest values and share that light with the world. If this vision resonates, I invite you to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread Maitreya's teachings far and wide. Your support through super thanks helps us continue bringing these sacred insights to those who need them most. Let's dive into the final lesson now, and I encourage you to watch until the end to discover how to weave these teachings into a daily practice for lasting happiness. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who could use a spark of inspiration today. Lesson 5. The path to inner freedom. Maitreya's 5th lesson is the cultivation of inner freedom, a state of liberation that arises from aligning with the truth of who we are. In Buddhist philosophy, this freedom is known as vimoksha, the release from the mental fetters that bind us to suffering. Maitreya, with his radiant laughter and serene presence, embodies this freedom, reminding us that it is not found in external achievements, but in the quiet spaciousness of the awakened heart. In texts like the Maitreya Sutra, he is described as a teacher who guides beings toward liberation by helping them see through the illusions of ego, attachment, and fear. Inner freedom begins with mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in each moment. As a historian, I've studied how ancient Buddhist communities, inspired by Maitreya's prophecy, used mindfulness to transcend suffering. In the monasteries of ancient Gandhara, monks would meditate on Maitreya's image, visualizing his smile, as a reminder that freedom is always available, even in the midst of turmoil. This practice is not about escaping life's challenges, but about meeting them with clarity and courage, trusting that our true nature is boundless and untainted. To cultivate inner freedom, Maitreya invites us to integrate the previous lessons into a cohesive practice. Begin with compassion, offering kindness to yourself and others. Anchor yourself in optimism, trusting in the potential for growth in every moment. Embrace simplicity, letting go of what no longer serves you. Release attachments, knowing that all things are impermanent. Finally, rest in mindfulness, observing your thoughts and emotions without being swept away by them. This integrated practice creates a virtuous cycle where each lesson reinforces the others, leading to a life of profound freedom. Try this daily practice inspired by Maitreya's teachings. Each morning, take 5 minutes to sit quietly, visualizing his joyful face. Reflect on one act of compassion you can offer today, one reason to be optimistic, one way to simplify your life, one thing to let go of, and one moment to be fully present. As you move through your day, carry Maitreya's smile in your heart, letting it guide your actions. In my own journey, I've found that this practice transforms even the most ordinary moments: sipping tea, listening to a friend, or watching the sunset into opportunities for awakening. As a scholar, I've seen how Maitreya's teachings have inspired countless lives, from the silk traders of ancient Central Asia, who carried his image across continents, to modern practitioners who find solace in his wisdom. His lessons are a reminder that happiness is not something we find. It is something we create through intentional practice. By embracing compassion, optimism, simplicity, letting go, and inner freedom, we become living embodiments of Maitreya's vision, a world where every heart shines with love and peace. If these lessons have touched you, I invite you to like this video and share it with others who might find hope in Maitreya's teachings. Subscribing to this channel ensures you won't miss future explorations of Buddhist wisdom, and your support through super thanks helps us continue this sacred work. Together, we can spread Maitreya's light, creating ripples of kindness and freedom across the world. The 5 lessons of Maitreya Buddha: compassion, optimism, simplicity, letting go, and inner freedom are not separate teachings, but threads of a single tapestry, woven together to create a life of lasting happiness. As a historian and philosopher, I've seen how these principles have guided countless souls through the ages, offering a path that is both timeless and urgently relevant. In a world of division and distraction, Maitreya's smile reminds us that joy is our birthright, and freedom is our destiny. To live these lessons, start small but stay consistent. Practice compassion in your interactions. Cultivate optimism in your perspective. Simplify your surroundings. Let go of what weighs you down, and rest in the freedom of the present moment. As you do, you'll find that Maitreya's wisdom is not a distant ideal, but a living reality, unfolding in every step you take. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If Maitreya's teachings have inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share this video to help others discover this path to happiness. Your support through super thanks fuels our mission to share these sacred teachings with the world. Let's carry Maitreya's smile forward, illuminating our lives and the lives of those around us.